All right, guys, thanks for stopping by the channel. It's Moodog from Moodog's Frugal RCs and more. We are in the research kitchen today doing a rig rundown on this really cool 6-channel Bulldozer by Huina Toys. This is the model 1520 and it is in 1/18 scale. We're going to take a look at the outside of the box first, and we'll get it out of the box and do a quick demonstration on it for you today. But this is recommended for ages 8 and up. This is going to facilitate 360-degree rotation, which means this is probably going to be forward, reverse, left, and right, kind of like a tank would track. We have a remote control included with this. It's going to have lights for forward and reverse, and an alloy bucket, some die-cast parts on here, guys. It looks like our cab is going to be die-cast as well as the bucket itself. So pretty cool right there, guys. I'll have to say this box has got some weight to it, so I'm hoping for the best with this one. Again, kind of reiterating some of the same information I already gave you up on top of the box. I can move forward, backward, turn left and right, and then 360-degree rotation, simulating the real manipulation, powerful alloy bucket, and fully reflective superior performance. Not quite sure what that is. That's kind of weird Chinese to English translation there. We have a intelligent USB charging cable included with the battery in here. I'll go ahead and turn the box around to the back. Nothing really on the side there. It's just showing you some diagrams. It's showing a picture of the unit, or the Bulldozer here. It should be a front end loader really, but it's showing you a picture of that with the bucket extended and some rocks in the background. 2.4 gigahertz frequency control. What that's going to mean for you guys is essentially you're going to be able to run multiple vehicles at the same time without any interference. So it's going to be cool to get the dump truck that goes with this and a couple other implements as time goes. But I'm going to be getting that dump truck soon, so stay tuned for that as well. But Huina has got a pretty good reputation for producing high quality and low cost vehicles of this genre. On the bottom here we are going to see kind of a manual for the unit itself, battery instructions, charging instructions, how to insert the batteries, how to operate the remote, how to pair the unit, battery cautions, things like that. This is going to require 2 AA batteries that are not included in the package, so it's kind of ready to run almost. Let's go ahead and get this thing open and see what's inside. Got some pretty interesting packaging here, guys. Everything's encapsulated in this presentation part of the package. I'm going to go ahead and get this unpacked and we'll take a look. All right, guys, inside the package we're going to find a 4.8 volt 400 milliamp per hour NiCad battery pack here with a proprietary plug on there. To charge it, guys, we're going to get the popular on my channel USB to the, in this case, proprietary plug charger. This one is going to have a 4.8 volt output at 250 milliamp, so we're looking at about 2 hours to charge that battery to get it going again. The transmitter that's included with this, guys, is going to be 6-channel, and it's going to be very reminiscent of kind of a game controller, I guess you could say. We have 2 channels. I'll kind of point that out, how this thing works. It's going to operate pretty much like a tank would, or a skid steer, if you guys know what that is. So you have both sticks up for forward, both sticks back for reverse. You can spin this 360 degrees. This would be spinning it to the left, that would be spinning it to the right, and then you have obviously left and right turning as well. This is going to have 2 buttons up on top here as well, one for up for the bucket and one for down for the bucket, and then your power switch on the bottom. An LED indicator here is going to let you know when this thing is bound up to the vehicle, and then we have our Huina logo screen printed nicely up on top there. This one's going to require 2 AA batteries, guys, and those are not included with this kit, so you're going to have to supply those yourself. Now there was a Phillips screw holding this hatch cover on. I don't think you're going to need that, guys. This is pretty tight fitting on here, so that is that. Nicely done there. The vehicle itself, guys, I'll set that off to the side for just a second. The vehicle itself, guys, has got some weight to it. It feels very nicely made. We have some die-cast parts on here as well. The bucket is die-cast, as well as the cab on here. The rest is going to be nice resilient plastic, not completely totally spongy resilient plastic, but still it's going to be forgiving enough for some rugged use. Now this is going to have rubber tires on it, guys. I'm kind of surprised to see rubber tires at this price point. I was fully expecting plastic with this, but these are in fact kind of a harder compound rubber. We have plastic wheels on here, kind of looks like brushed metal of some sort, but you can see the attention to detail on the outer perimeter of that rim with the lug nuts on there. We have a very nicely detailed unit here, guys. You can see that we have the gate up on top here, the actual railing, and then we have a painted fake diamond plate on the deck. The inside of the cab too, and I'm not going to be able to show you that real close, but there is a steering wheel and some controls up on the inside there, so the detail is nicely done there. The back of the unit where the motor would be housed if this were real has the venting up on top. We have the handles on either side, and then the grate on the back here with the vents. This one has LED lights that work for reverse. These will light up when you reverse or you turn left or right. The corresponding lights will light up. So very cool on that front. And then we have the smokestack obviously in the back there. This side is pretty much the same as the other one. The front of the unit here, you can see that we have a bucket arms here with the Huina logo on there, and the Diecast 520 verbiage as well. Let's go ahead and get this thing powered up. I'll show you just real quickly here, more detail on here. So we have on top here the Huina logo, Huina Super, up on top there. So let's go ahead and get this thing powered up. Now I should mention, if I haven't already, that there are no printed instructions that come with this. The printed instructions that are included are going to be on the back of the box. So if you guys need to have those, I would recommend either taking a picture or cutting the back of the box off and then keeping that for future reference. Alright guys, the battery compartment is going to be on the bottom of the unit right here. So we'll go ahead and pop this open. Now this did include a Phillips screw as well, and I found that I'm not going to be replacing that on here either. It's pretty tight fitting. This is going to have the battery already installed, and I'll go ahead and uninstall it and show you guys how this all fits together. The proprietary plug's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. You have kind of a little notch, I guess you could say, or a little extension on here, kind of a tab if you want to call it. There's a little lever on there that you would press to release it. Now there's a little bit of a recess inside here too, which will allow you to take that plug and set that down inside there, get it out of the way. You can move your wiring out of the way at that point too, and then the battery hatch cover goes right on and snaps into place, and you're ready to go. Now on the instructions that are on the bottom of the box, it's stating in order to get this thing bound up, we're going to want to go ahead and turn the vehicle on first, and then within 5 seconds turn the transmitter on, and everything should bind. Now there's a power switch on the back of the unit right here, on or off. So let's go ahead and turn this on, set it out in front of us here. Within 5 seconds we'll turn our transmitter on. Basic operation of this is pretty simple. Let's go through this real quick. We have an up and a down button on here. Let's go ahead and hit that up button and get that bucket moved. You can see there's one fluid motion, that arms will lift the bucket up, and then there's an extension up on top here that will push that bucket forward and dump the load. We can go ahead and hit the down button now and set that bucket down flat. So let's lift it up just a little bit here, and I'll go ahead and I'll pivot this. I'll show you guys the operation of this. So we'll go ahead and pivot it this way and that way, and we can go forward, reverse, reverse. I'm going to go ahead and pivot it away from me to show you the rear of this thing here. I'm going to lift that bucket up so I get myself some more room here. Alright, and we'll go forward just a little bit here. Now I wanted to show you guys the LEDs on the back here. So when you're hitting reverse, which will be both sticks back towards me, you can see both those LED lights will light up. We'll go forward just a little bit, and I'll do a right turn. You can see that right hand LED light up. Okay, and we'll do a left turn. You can see the left hand LED light up as well. Let's go ahead and get this just a little bit farther forward here, guys, and we'll spin it around and face it towards us. Go like this. There's the 360 there. So we'll go ahead and lift that bucket just a little higher. You got to make sure you're not going too high. You hear that little ratcheting sound there. You got to be careful that you're not overdoing it because you can strip these gears out. And I hope you're able to see this, guys. Now, let's go ahead and hit this forward. You can see the LEDs underneath the bucket there light up in the forward. And the same thing for right or for left. They both will correspond either which way. So let's bring that bucket back down.